Good evening, Yarnies, Dirty Hookers, and Fiber Fiends. How is everybody doing this evening on this October fall autumn day? I'm pretty good. Hey there, Sue. Hey, Llama. Thank you for the lurk, Sue. I appreciate it, and I understand being really tired. I've been really sleepy myself the past couple days. I think it's changed the weather here. It's getting to be cooler. I think last time I checked, maybe about an hour or two ago, it was 64 Fahrenheit, which is about 18 Celsius. So it's gotten chilly. There's a cool little breeze. I'm not complaining because this is my type of weather. Um, I hope everybody is doing well. That's like summer warmth. Not our summers. Our summers are much warmer than that. And welcome, Llama. I know what I'm going to do real quick. Let me do this. Let me pull this up. Okay. I am going to. Wait a minute. Where did the thing go? Okay. I'm going to mention the merch store. I haven't mentioned the merch store a lot lately. I don't want to constantly bore everybody if somebody's not interested, but I just want to mention the merch store. I do have a merch store. It's a Teespring store. If anybody is interested in purchasing anything, that's another way to support the stream here, besides subs or bits. That is the link for the merch store. Let me pull up the image real quick. Oh, that's a little too large. And these are the items that we have on the merch store. We have the Proud Dirty Hooker line. So you can get it in the pink yarn ball and lettering, or the blue version. And we have t-shirts, water bottles, and accessory pouches. I'm just going to show you real quick what the blue version looks like. You can get it in a yellow shirt, a purple, a gray, a red, or a dark blue. That is for the shirts. In the pink version, which this right here is the version I have, my lettering is black because I had a sample, but now the lettering, anything that anyone purchases, the lettering will be in that pink color. You can get it in a purple shirt. My shirt is purple. You can get it in a dark gray, a yellow, a blue, like a lighter blue, and a darker blue. So those are some options we have over there. In addition to that, we also have what I call the Crochet Terms t-shirt, where the graphic has all different crochet terms. Double, yarn, loop, bulky, bobble, chain, double crochet two together, lace, gauge, popcorn, all those good terms that we use with crochet. And that comes in the yellow, or the blue, the yellow, a gray, a red, and a simple white. All of these on the back do have the URL here for the Twitch stream. So if you're not a Proud Dirty Hooker and you still want to support the stream and you want to wear something in public, this shirt here might be a good option for you. In addition to the shirts, we have accessory pouches. They come in 5 different colors. Each one is different. You can click on those and look at them. They're different than the shirts. And we also have 32-ounce stainless steel water bottles. Grammy ETC has this one right here. She loves it. She says it doesn't leak. It keeps things cold for a long time. And it does have a removable cap and a straw. And it's got a flip top spout. So, and that also does have the URL for the stream on it. Again, that will come in the pink, in the blue and the pink Proud Dirty Hooker versions, and in the crochet terms. I kind of like the crochet term. This one here with all the crochet terms, I really like that one. So I might even get one of these for myself. So I just wanted to show everybody that at the beginning of the stream, because I haven't really mentioned it. I don't mention it every stream, but it's always good to promote the stuff that I have. And hi there, Fairy Dust. How are you this evening? Hey, Grammy. Keeps the ice cold for over 24 hours. Will hold an average bottle of wine. That's a good point. If you want to keep your wine cold, you can put a whole bottle in it. So, if you want to be a drunk hooker, hey, you could be a proud dirty hooker and a proud drunk hooker at the same time. You don't use alcohol, that's fine. You can put water in it. You can put other beverages. I don't know if carbonated beverages would work good in it, but it is insulated. So it's got a plastic straw, so I wouldn't put any hot beverages in it. I don't think, but maybe I don't know what they say on there if it's good for warm beverages. So I mean, it's a thermal type thing. Um, so it could keep things warm, but alrighty. So relax, not drunk. All right. Okay. Well, some people might be drunk. Some people might be relaxed. Alrighty. Um, Mom calls you a raging sober. There's nothing wrong with being sober. I'm not saying one is good. One is better than the other. Um, hey there, RJ Nag. How are you? If you have noticed something, I got a cute little graphic here. Wait, it's all kind of flipped and backwards. So I got a cute little graphic that will be there all the time. It's also on my pre-show, which is the pre-show. Uh, and it will be on the when I switch scenes to whatever I'm working on. It'll be there, just kind of keeping us company. That is the Crafty Cubs logo. So I made a little GIF, and so yeah, that is the little avatar for my channel. It's the little avatar on Discord. So it's my quote unquote logo. It's something I kind of made a little mock up with. You feel like crap, but still breathing. I'm sorry that you feel like crap. I hope you feel better. Depends on the BA say breathalyzer on how relaxed one is. Well, true. That is true. One other thing, I updated a channel point redeem. So the other day, I let Granny Karen know that there was a channel point redeem that related to her. It's the little GIF of it moving back and forth, kind of like the little bear here. Well, I added something to that GIF, to that channel point redeem. So if anybody redeems it, and there's no time limit, well, you can redeem it as many times during a stream, but there's a cooldown, 5 minutes before redeems. I don't want to be redeemed constantly. So if anybody redeems that, there's something a little extra to it, because we like being extra. I think that's the only thing that needed to update on. We're going to be working on Project Linus blanket because it is Saturday. This is Team Linus Day that I have designated Team Linus Day. We're going to have a finish, or close to a finish. I think we will finish this. The blanket I was working on, the summer lace blanket, I'm almost running out of yarn, and I've got about 32 inches square, which the minimum for my chapter is 30 by 30. So I'm meeting that minimum, and then I gotta be a little creative for these last couple rows that I'm going to work on. And then, like the title here says, a new start. We're going to be starting a new blanket. We are going to attempt to use this fluffy, fleecy polyester yarn that I got about not quite a year ago. And it's going to be a challenge. I did a little test earlier. It's going to be a challenge, but we'll get through it. Alrighty, let's switch on over. And we're going to zoom in. You don't need to see I don't care if you see it, but you need to move the yarn bowl. We're extra, no basic bitches here. True. So it's this blanket that I've been working on for a while now. Words. Again, Us streamers can't speak. So, what is everybody working on? I besides all of my current whips, I did yesterday get more orange yarn for temperature blankets. So tomorrow we can proceed because I ran out of orange. Um, what else? Oh, I did pick up some cream colored crochet thread for a commission piece. A good friend of mine has commissioned me to do a pretty large doily, and she has also commissioned me. She really liked this eyeball square that I did the other day, and she just saw this and she was like, I'll buy it from you. And I'm like, well, I can put a bunch of these together and make a blanket or a tote bag. And she was like, a blanket sounds good. So she has commissioned me to make her an eyeball blanket. So I'm going to do a bunch of these with different color irises and be enough for like a throw blanket. So these are things we're probably going to be working on and off stream. So if, like Monday, I don't have the sample done yet. I'm starting the sample. When we get done Monday's motif, it's a little witch. It's a cute little witch. Uh, when we're done with that, I will probably make a bunch of eyeballs because I need to get a bunch of these done. I don't have a deadline. I told her I'm going to try to get it done before Halloween, but she understands. She likes Halloween stuff year round, so it's not like it's a deadline because Halloween is in 10 days, believe it or not. But then this is going to be a Christmas gift, so this can wait a little while for the doily. Am I sure? Are you sure you want to know what I'm working on? Oh, okay. Do we want to know what you're working on, Fairy Dust? In addition to that, what else do I have? I've got the temperature blanket. I've got the Halloween stuff. We're doing, like I said, a witch on Monday, and on Tuesday we're doing a bat. I still have to make my samples. What else? Oh, and I another thing that I can do. I might even. I'm just brainstorming. I'm thinking ahead, actively thinking. I know it's scary. Don't witness this, but I do need to do that sock. Alrighty. You just asked. Just want to make sure you want me to answer it honestly. Okay, if you're doing something personal, like if you're in the restroom, you don't need to share that. I don't. We don't need to know every little thing you're doing. I meant, what are we working on, as in a project, as in a an art form. Alrighty, let's see here. Slip to top of the starting chain. Join. Slip stitch into the corner space. Okay. All I have left for this blanket here, and I don't know how well you can see it. You probably can see it. The center part, it's the yarn's got some blue and some pink and some yellow. This part here, instead of the blue, it has some green. So they're similar, but they're not the same. So for the green, this is all I have left for the green. But I have some more with the blue. So I think I'm going to do the border with the with this. So I think I need to change color right now. Blanket, but the other answer is you're getting rid of werewolf claws. Okay, yeah, that falls into the range of personal things. Yeah, okay. I don't need to know that you're clipping your nails. Alrighty. Okay, I gotta remember how. I gotta remember how to. Okay, I gotta remember how to do things. All right. So let me switch over to, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to slip stitch, but finish the slip stitch with my other thread. Not that it's going to make that much of a difference, but I will feel a lot better doing it that way. I need to slip stitch into the thing. I remember how to do this. Into the corner space, chain 5. 1, 2, 4. Or not. 2, 3, 4, 5. I was working on this earlier, and I was working on some samples, and I didn't have this problem of not being able to chain. 4 and 5. Wait, how does that count as a double crochet? Oh, okay, that counts as double crochet and a chain too. Okay. Double crochet in the same space. Okay. Chain 1. Skip a stitch. Double crochet in the next. Chain 1. Okay. It's kind of almost like the moss stitch. But again, what is everyone else working on besides clipping their nails? I went through, for whatever reason, I was just double checking, see if I had all of my set of crochet hooks. I'm missing one. I can't find my 3.75 millimeter hook. It's not a hook size I use that often, but I don't know where I could have put it. I've looked with my other projects, and nope. Apex. Told you I added something new to the Granny Shake. So yes, she now has the Harlem Shake. Making dinner, Mexican casserole and jalapeno poppers. Yum, 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 yum. How are you, Pix? What's going on? It's bad when your hooks are trying to abscond. Yeah. And it's a size I don't use that often. Doing good, weekend vibing, how you be? I'm pretty good. Hopefully I'm gonna have a finish. This blanket will be finished by sometime during this stream. And I'm gonna attempt to start a new blanket. And this is the yarn I'm gonna make the new blanket with. This is Red Heart Fleece Hugs. It's a 100% polyester yarn. I got it back in the winter at Here in the U.S., there is a chain of liquidation discounters called Ollie's Bargain Barn, and they had a whole big yarn liquidation. So I got like 4 of these for a really good price, and I'm going to try to do a corner-to-corner blanket with this. But this is a pain in the butt to crochet with, trying to get into the chains. So we're going to attempt it. I love the colors and I love the feel, but we're going to make an attempt. If that is a total fail, then I will have to find something else to do for the rest of the stream. There's plenty of things I've got going. But, definitely wanted to get this blanket done. Like I measured it earlier when I finished the previous row, and it's about 32 by 32, and the minimum that our chapter of Project Linus will accept is 30 by 30. And those of you who don't know what Project Linus is, I think everybody currently here in the stream has at least heard of it. It's a nonprofit in the US and Canada that accepts handmade new blankets, either crocheted, knitted, quilted, a bunch of other different. I gotta really look at the list of what types of blankets they take. And they will donate them to children 0 to 18 that are in need, either seriously ill, traumatized, homeless, etc. So, it's a pretty good cause. I would just wrap myself in that yarn. It looks like a rough way to try to crochet with it. Yeah, I've used some, not that yarn, but yarn that is similar to it in the past. And then the way I've done it is gone up a hook size. They recommend a 5.5 millimeter hook for that. And yeah, it could be done, but I think that's going to be a little bit of a pain. And similar type yarn I've used before, I've doubled it up with another yarn, with a thinner yarn, kind of like what I'm using here. But I don't know if I have anything that's thin enough that I could double with it and make it so it's not too big and bulky and like overheated. Because again, I want it to be warm, but I don't want it to be super heavy. Alrighty. Hopefully, I'm going to at least go around once, hopefully twice with this. If not, then we'll see what we're going to do. Okay, so we're at the corner here. Corner double. Chain 2, double. Alrighty. Double. Chain 2. And double. That's weird that we didn't skip anything. My stitch count might have been off. Oh well. Ah! I chained one too many. Well, heads up for November. I think we're going to do it on Mondays in November. It's not going to be a tutorial. It's just going to be kind of like what I'm doing here. I'll be stitching along on something. I am going to be doing a Christmas tree skirt. A crochet Christmas tree skirt. I got the pattern off of Etsy. And it's going to take multiple streams. And I'm going to do it in it's calling for a worsted weight yarn, which I'm going to do obviously a gauge swatch on it. It's calling for a worsted weight yarn and a L size hook. What is an L size hook? Is that a 6.5 millimeter? Let me check here. Where did I put? Oh, I put it in this file. Let me check what this says. Come on. Yeah. No. No, 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 no. An L is an 8.5 millimeter. So that's a little bit of a big hook for a worsted weight yarn. But like I said, I will do a gauge swatch. And if anybody wants to see what it looks like, I'm not going to show the pattern. How many yards does it call for? The large. There's a pattern for the large and a medium. The large is approximately 1,900 yards. Am I going to make a blouse for it too? So it's... Yes, Fairy Dust. I'm going to make a blouse. I'm going to make a blouse for the tree. No, it calls for about 1,900 yards. Oh, actually, okay. It's an 8.5 millimeter hook, and it uses a 6.5 millimeter hook for the ties. Okay, I don't know why my sounds aren't working. It worked earlier. Oh, it's ba. It's with a B, not with a D. Calm tits. No, these are my party tits. I don't want to know what a party tit is. Anyway, so just as a heads up, and I can give everybody the Etsy link if they want this pattern. It is a paid pattern, so I will not be showing how to do it, and I don't have permission from the designer to explain how it's done. But this is the tree skirt that I will be making on Mondays in November and possibly sometime into December too. So even though it looks like a doily with all the pineapple motifs, which is this part here, it is using a worsted weight yarn. Big sad though, my tatting shuttles didn't arrive this week. Didn't expect the letter mail to be so slow. Yeah, I noticed you had well, hold on a second. I'll get back to that in a second, Llama. Pineapple stitch is real easy. Pineapple stitch, you basically have to you do it in the round, and each round is different. And then when you do the pineapple section, it's mostly a series of chains, like 2 or 3 chains, then usually either a slip or a single crochet, and then a couple chains, and do the slip or the single crochet, and so on. And then the next row, when you get to that, you do like less pineapple. I mean, not less pineapple, less chains, and that's how you make the shape there. But that's what we'll be doing in November and December for some of the streams. Big sad, yeah, about your tatting shuttles. I saw that you had mentioned that in the Traveling Tatter stream the other night. Yeah, that's unfortunate that it's taking so long to get there. So again, if anybody's interested in that tree skirt pattern, I can always send you the link for it. And it's a purchase pattern on Etsy, and when you purchase the pattern, you get the medium and the large version of the skirt. So you can make one for a smaller tree. But like I said, I'm just going to be doing it on stream. I'm not going to be teaching you how to do it. Same thing with like what I'm doing here. And something like that would probably be good practice if anybody wants to get into doilies and they don't want to do really thin, fine crochet thread and small hooks. It would help if I would make the stitch the right way. Hey there, Sophie. How are you? I think of the kids. Don't let your trees go topless. Stressing? Is everything all right? I know you've had some major things going on lately. Hold on, somebody's messaging me. What? All right, we're back. I had to respond to something real quick. Oh, and in the future, well into the future for the spring, I was just happened to be on YouTube and somehow just scrolling. I wasn't like searching for anything, and I came across this cute project for Easter. For those that celebrate Easter, it is actually done on a circular knitting loom, and I'm gonna attempt to make one, and we might make it on stream. It is it's an amigurumi. Yes, your boy is getting into amigurumi, and it is a cute knitted um marshmallow peep rabbit. You know the candy. I don't like peeps. I don't like marshmallows, but this was cute. So, but obviously that isn't until the spring. Hey there, Mass Bandit. How are you? I'm pretty good. How are you? How's it going? Sophie says, you're sitting here waiting for Aaron's command to decide to keep us here and delay his orders for Georgia or to have us pack up and keep his orders. If that happens, then we less than 3 weeks to pack up and head to Georgia, which is a 13-hour drive, having to pack up everything and me going to be 36 weeks pregnant at the time, having to find an OB in Georgia, searching for all over medical records, finding housing in less than 3 weeks, literally. And he's still recovering from his foot, right? You're in a lot of pain. I'm sorry that you're in pain, Mass Bandit. I think that's kind of a common theme right now. People not feeling well and not his foot. No, it was pulmonary. Yeah, foot sir. Yeah, yeah. There was something with his foot and the pulmonary embolism. Yeah. Well, I hope just for health reasons to recover from all of that, and from for your sanity reasons that they do delay it. Sending out good vibes your way, Sophie, and Mass Bandit, and everyone else who's stressed or not feeling well, or anybody who needs it. Ah, I hate it when the stitch slides off the hook. Yet alone, he's on blood thinners, so he can't sit in one position for long. So he has to get up and move to stop the blood clots from coming back, or even driving for 2 hours is bad, let alone a 13 hour. Yeah, trying to find people to come down and help us is, yeah. I can only imagine. Sorry that you're going through all of that. I don't know how much more yarn I'm gonna have left. Because after this round, they want 4 more rounds, and I don't think I'm gonna have enough to do 4 rounds. Even if I don't know if I have anything else that's thin that will coordinate with this. We'll see. An idea of what I might be able to do, but I'm not certain if it'll work. I'm already in the back of my mind playing yarn chicken. Let me show you what I've got so far. This is what the blank, I don't have it zoomed out, but that's the center. And then this is what I'm working on. And here on, I'm doing, this is the border. We're doing this like a variation of the moss stitch. Instead of singles, you're doing doubles. And it wants 5 rows of that. And I'm not going to have enough to do 5. I don't know if I'm going to have to do 2. I'll be good for this round. I've got basically one more side to do. And it being a thinner yarn, I don't really have a lot on hand of like a solid to add to it. not of a weight of yarn that I use that often. I didn't ever even put that stitch marker back in. Okay, that's fine though. Didn't need it. My other little ball of yarn that I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with. Ah! Have to come outside to cool down. People have it 77 degrees in the house and about to bake to a crisp. Ugh. Yeah, even in the dead of winter, I can't have it too hot. I overheat. I sweat when there's a foot of snow on the ground. Luckily, right now in this room, it is very comfortable. I don't even have the fan going because normally I have to have a fan, but it's very comfortable. My room is also on the top floor of the house, and this house is very insulated, so it's usually warm up here anyway. But I do have the one window open, so that is giving me some fresh, cool air. And like I said, it was when I checked it a while ago, the weather was 64 Fahrenheit, which is about almost 18 Celsius, and I'm wearing short sleeves and shorts, and I am comfortable. Your boy doesn't like it warm. Not a fan of the heat. Hey there, Krusty Customs. How are you? If anybody's not familiar with Krusty Customs, check them out. Let me see if I can do the thing. Check out Krusty Customs channel. They are also a streamer. I know they're a welder, and they also have done, and I've tuned in his stream the other night. He does wood burning. He was doing a wood burning of the Nun from like the horror film The Nun. I don't, I wouldn't even know where to begin to do something that detailed, and it looks like just like the picture. So if you want to see some welding and some wood burning and there anything else you do on your stream? That's all I've ever seen. And I am coming to the end of this round. And we're going to determine if we have enough for maybe a video game once in a blue moon. That's cool. Yeah, I've played a few video games here on the stream, usually in an impromptu after like early morning stream. Very rarely will I do it, and it's more of a chill, laid back, like a puzzle town builder type game. I'm not really a gamer. But yeah, everybody check out Krusty's Customs. Alrighty, so we're gonna do that. And then how do I do join with a slip stitch to the third chain? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, that works. I'm not gonna have enough for round number 2. I think what I'm going to end up doing is putting this to the side for tonight. We're going to start a new project. Hopefully it'll work. The new project will work. Off stream at some point, I'm going to make a decision on how to finish this piece. Let's zoom out and see what we have here. We're mostly done. It's about 32 by 32 square. And I just got to come up with another yarn to finish this border. I got to do this border pattern here. They're recommending 4 more times. I don't know if I'm going to do 4 more, but I got to find something else to use that would coordinate with this, because I don't have enough. This is all I have left of it. That's not going to be able to go around once, much less 4 more times. So that's going to be set to the side, and we're going to challenge and give myself a headache here with this. Krusty's, what is your favorite things to do when it comes to wood burning? I think the other day Krusty's posted something in the Discord. Actually, that's what we can do real quick. 5 minutes, we're going to go to ad. Alrighty. So we're going to do a little quick Discord share real quick. And then we'll do ad. And when we come back from ad, I'm going to fight with this. Alright, let's do our little Discord real quick. We've got some share pictures that that people have shared. This is from Linda. This is a monkey. A couple of things that they have finished. A monkey with a little ball. That is super adorable. Super, super adorable. I haven't done any amigurumi with limbs and body parts like that. Super cute. And then we've got this looks like a corner-to-corner graph again of Ghostface from the Scream franchises. That is, like, wild. And I know how much work goes into this, because you got to keep track of your bobbins. You got to have a separate bobbin for this black area and a separate bobbin from this black area, because you don't want your black to show through. And yeah, that takes a lot of planning to figure out how many bobbins and where to place them. So that is pretty neat looking blanket that Linda had shared with us, so thank you. This one is from Luna98. What I've done today, little Pac-Man ghosts. Oh, yeah. What were their names? Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and I'm a child of the 80s. I should know this. I don't remember the other one's name. It didn't rhyme with inky. I don't remember its name. But little Pac-Man Ghost. Thank you, Luna. I gotta catch up with chat. Honestly, Krusty says honestly, I've only been doing for a year now, still trying new things. But I like portraits, but they take forever to burn. Hey there, Carmel. Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Today, overall, I'm having a really good day. Krusty says, still need to decide what color to dye your beard. Okay, I know you had dyed your beard pink the other day. Is there more colors? I would never survive weaving in all those ends. Yeah, weaving ends. Yeah. Fairy Dust recommends purple to dye your beard. Uh, Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde. Yes, Clyde. Clyde, yes. You have them all. Pick says neon yellow. Hmm. I'm not certain what color. Purple would be good. Here we go. This is from Krusty's. We were just talking about wood burning. And this was the piece that Krusty's is working on right now. See how detailed and how close to and it's not done yet, but how close to the original photograph. That is like amazing. I'm speechless. I wouldn't even know again where to. I would end up having the whole thing charred. The whole thing would all be one solid black piece of wood. So that is one. Some of the type of stuff that Krusty's does on his channel. Used to love the old Pac-Man cartoon. Oh, I remember the Pac-Man cartoon. Wow. Alrighty, Klimiko, she was in here the other day and then mentioned that she finally finished the Ghost Doily, the same doily that I did on stream last week. So she has a finish. I talked to her yesterday. She has a second one that she's working on, and I think she's got like 3 or 4 people that want some. She's doing commission work on this same pattern. This seems to be a very popular pattern, especially this time of year. I mean, year round. There are people that ghost year round. Um, so thank you, Clay Miko. Looks like we're gonna have an ad. Okay, let me. I'm gonna snooze the ads. Let's get through these real quick. Krusty says the first couple were just black, no shading. Yeah, I'd have a piece of wood that looked like it could come out of like a fire. Mama Rita has some embroidery. Says they're still debating if to fill in the cat or not. We're going to do similar type stuff like this in the new year. This is all hand embroidery, free form. It's different than cross stitch. You see a lot of florals in hand embroidery. You have other stuff too. But super detailed, super textured. I love this type of stuff. Yeah, I'm not certain if she should fill in the cat or not. So if anybody has suggestions, um, let Mama Rita know in the Discord what your opinion is on if she should fill in the cat or not. And what else do we have? This is from Shadow Arch. Made a set of baby booties. Super excited. It's your first wearable. And of course, got so excited I forgot to take a picture of the other foot. Those are super cute. Very cute. Let me see if I can let me make it a little bit larger. I'm going to eventually be a real Twitch streamer at some point in time. Super cute little baby booties. I like how, I'm assuming this is all done in like like a rectangle strip, and then it was twisted to form the what do you call this part? That's the toe. This would be the, whatever you call that part of the shoe. So that's some baby booties that Shadow Arch has made. And here's just a picture of the same, but at a slightly different angle. What else? Oh, I think that's it. I think that we're at the end of the Discord. So thanks everybody who shared things on Discord. Thank you for the raid. Wow. Welcome in, Raiders. I am the Crafty Cobb. How are you, Positively Stitched? We were just showing some pictures that were shared on my Discord. If you're new here, I am the Crafty Cobb, mostly crochet. Come the new year, we will be doing other fiber arts. Thank you for the follow, everybody. We'll be doing other fiber arts like cross stitch, embroidery. I'm gonna learn how to tat on and off stream. I'm gonna try to get better at knitting. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna do some fiber prep, like taking some fluff and fiber and card it and then spin it. I'm no means an expert at any of that, so we're gonna do other things besides crochet. And I'm just holding a ball of yarn because this is what we're gonna start a new project on tonight. What were you working on, Positively Stitched? And again, thank you for the rate. Let me just keep up with the chat. Fairness says the nun needs an eye care routine. She's some serious situation at crow's feet. That was in reference to a wood burning piece that Krusty's Customs is doing. Do purple tonight since you just followed. Oh, so Krusty Customs is going to dye his beard purple. Welcome in, Allie B and Positively Moko. Welcome in, Mokos. How are you? Hello, JDO. I'm trying to read everybody who's in here. I do have paws in your face quite often. We played community games and then finished off with diamond painting. Very cool. I'm pretty good. I'm doing pretty well here. Just got done. Well, we're not done yet. I'm at a stopping point on this blanket here that I'm making for Project Linus. I've run out of the yarn that I have been using, and I have to find a substitute, or not a substitute, something I can use to coordinate with this, but I'll have to do that off stream, go through my stash to see what will work, and then we will have a finished project. This is going to be donated to Project Linus, which is a nonprofit in the US and Canada that accepts handmade blankets, either knitted, crocheted, quilted, etc. And they donate them to children 0 to 18 that are in need, either seriously ill, traumatized, homeless, etc. So it's a good cause, and I've already donated a few of them to them. One of my followers here, Grammy ETC, has donated a bunch of blankets to them in the past. So that's what we do here on Saturdays, is our Project Linus streams. We're going to have an ad here coming up in about 20 seconds or so. The ad's only going to be for about a minute, so it's real quick. So everybody stick around. Good time to get something to drink, to stretch, use the restroom, all of that good stuff. Take care of yourself. So I will be back right after this stream, after this ad. And Positively Stitch, if you need to rate and run and do after stream stuff, I totally understand. So definitely take care of yourself if you need to do that. I will be back right after this ad. All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sitting through that ad. Positively Stitch, if you're still around, if you have anything that any pictures of what you were working on, if you want to share with them, you can post a link here in the chat if you have like an Instagram or whatever, or I do have a Discord. So either way, if you have a picture of anything that you're working on, or like progress pictures, I should say. Um, Anybody who came in on the raid, uh, you already know who I am, but I'm gonna explain to you what we do on here on the stream. So Saturdays we do Project Linus blankets. Sundays we do a long-term temperature blanket project that we started back in beginning of January. So all year long, I'm recording the high temperature in my area, and that temperature will determine what color I use on the blanket. So I've got a lot of catching up to do. I didn't work on it during the summer because it was a little too hot to deal with all of that acrylic yarn. So I'm catching up with that. I won't know what it looks like until the end of the year. On Mondays and Tuesdays here in the month of October, and I can't find, oh, here we go. Here's one of them. Where's the other one? I don't know where the other one went. We're doing Halloween. We do Halloween motifs, and a lot of the core of my channel is I teach. I show you how to do different stitches or certain motifs or squares or that type of thing. We're a big fan of granny squares or any type of square. So I did this the other day. I think this was Tuesday. This is not my pattern. This is a pattern from a blog called Stitch by Faye. So this is a really fun eyeball square, and this is good practice if you want to learn how to do crochet in the round, because it's a simple round and then we'll square it up, and the fun part is adding the little veins and all the detailing. And a friend of mine actually liked it, and she has commissioned me to do a throw blanket in different colored eyeballs. So that will be something we're going to be working on here and there. So that's what we do on Mondays and Tuesdays in October. And on Thursdays we do your eyeball. Yeah, the eyeballs are so great and so fun. I love this. What did we do? I'm trying to remember what we did on Monday. Oh, we did a skeleton, and I don't know where my sample is. We did a little cute little. Actually, it's in those bags. I need to have this all close at hand. This is what we did on Monday. So we did that Tuesday, and last Monday we did this cute little skeleton. Kind of looks like Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas. Good, another good way to practice crocheting in the round. And this is applicated, so it's a circle. It's a square. It's a circle, and then two more circles, and you're sewing the circle onto the circle, and then that white circle you're sewing it onto the square. So it's three-dimensional. It's got layers. It's not all flat like this. Yeah, the one I was creeped out about, since black and white yarn don't really work well with the camera. The black, you can't see it because it's so dark, and the light reflects off of the white. So I tried to use colors that everybody could see since I was teaching it. So I did it in a baby blue and a tan, and that's what I came up with, and this creeps me out. This color combination, I can't look at it. Like, the eyeball, I did the same color combination, the eyeball. I'm okay with the eyeball. This I'm fine with. For some reason, this is creeping me out. So, that needs to be frogged and reused. But that is what we do on Mondays and Tuesdays this month. On Thursdays, we do Throwback Thursdays, where we do vintage patterns. I don't stream on Thursdays. I have a special guest. Her name is Granny Karen Cakes Marino. She's an elderly woman. She's in her 90s. And she's feisty. She doesn't take lip off of anybody. And she will teach us, or we'll work on, a vintage pattern. Probably anything from like before the 60s or so. Mostly from like the 30s, 40s, and 50s that she has done. This is something that I did. That was Grady Karen Kicks Moreno. Thank you, Pex. And I will show you some things that she has done on stream. She's done this little doily. She might have done some of these edge pieces. Again, she takes over my streams on Thursdays. She does vintage patterns. Sometimes she'll do a mystery pattern out of a book of edgings and trims that were used on linens, pillowcases, napkins, tablecloths, that type of thing. And she doesn't know what they are until it picks it at random. It's got like what you spin the wheel type of thing. And she goes thumbs through the book and finds the one and then does it. Or patterns like this that she has already pre-selected and made a sample, and then she'll do another sample on stream. So that is what... Got a thread in my mouth, because that's what happens when you work with fiber. That is what we do here on the stream. She was hungry Thursday. It was all about chicken fillet. Yes, she is working on this chicken fillet piece, and I'm going to move this up real quick. I don't have the sample at the moment, but this little grid here that's right above me, that is a fillet crochet pattern. This pattern is from the 19 teens, I think 1911. And it's all done in fillet crochet. So if you want to learn about fillet crochet, that is a stream to tune into. She's got, I don't know how many rows she's done. I think 4 or 5 rows. She'll be working more on it. It's like 43 rows. So it's a long-term project. But it's going to make and I don't have any fillet crochet sitting out at the moment. I have a picture of fillet crochet. Where's the thing? Here's fillet crochet. Let's do the thing and the thing. This here is a sample of fillet crochet that I had done months ago on stream to show what fillet was. And it's basically, you work with a grid, and either you've got this mesh background and the solid stitches form your little motif, your design, or the opposite, where the solid stitches form the negative space and the open mesh stitches form your design. And it's all double crochets and chain stitches to do fillet crochet. So if you can count to 3 and you know how to do a double crochet and a chain stitch, you can do fillet crochet. But that's what this piece is going to be. That's just the pattern. Again, it's a free pattern. It's in the public domain because it is out of copyright. It is from this book called Priscilla's Fillet Crochet Book. It is on the... What is the name of the... What is the name of the thing? I got it right here. There's a website called antiquepatternlibrary.org, and it's just not crochet. They also have knitting, they have sewing, they have, let's see what else they have. Let me go to their little site. Well, it's a big site. And, oh, wait a minute, that's not what we want. Come on, Crafty Cub. You know how to do the computer stuff. Your name isn't Granny Karen Kicks Moreno. They have different lace pieces, bookbinding, calligraphy, flower arranging. These are all things that are in the public domain. Woodworking. So if anybody's interested in that, I will post here in the chat. That is the website for antiquepatternlibrary.org. Some of them will have images and pages that have been scanned and uploaded. Some won't. So that's a really good resource for anybody who's in to crafting. And again, not just fiber arts. They also have paper crafting and quilting. Well, quilting is kind of a fiber art. Like I said, woodworking, waxworking, bookbinding, carpentry, glass. So that's a pretty good reference for anybody who's into vintage and older patterns. I can't count to three. It's the whole reason I was never entrusted with the holy hand grenade of Antioch. Okay, I don't know what that means, but we're going to go with that. But yes, that is what we do here on the Crafty Cup channel. And like I said, come the new year, we will be doing other um, crafts and art forms. Oh, it's a Monty Python reference. Oh, that's why I didn't get it. Okay, I'm going to try to do a corner to corner blanket with this yarn. This is called Fleece Hugs by Red Heart. I got this at a good price. It is super textured and fluffy, but this might be a pain to work with. If it is a pain, then I'm going to have to find something else to do. Because I can't even see where the chains are. I have a feeling that this might be better. This yarn might be a little bit better if I used it either doubled up or on my hand knitting looms. Bless this thy holy hand grenade, that with it we may blow thine enemies to tiny bits in your mercy. Again, I know very little Monty Python. Okay, you know what? I'm getting ready to say to heck with this because, I mean, I can do some stitches, but into the chain, see, I can do into this. 3. Yeah, the Crafty Cub might have some problems here. Because every row, I have to go into the chain because that is how corner to corner works. What might be better with this, I might be better off doing this in just a simple granny square. Because the simple granny square, you don't stitch into the chain. That's what we're going to do. We're going to test that out. I need something that does not go into that dang chain. Alrighty. I'm going to do the granny square. The granny square should be open in the center. 2, 3, 4. I will go into this one chain. Remember how to do a granny square. And that's 3. I'm using the hook they recommend, so I'm not going up any sizes. Normally I would go up, but I don't want it to be too loose. I kind of pride myself on not being afraid to use any type of yarn. There are some yarns I don't like using. Okay. Oh, we are going to have to go into the stitches here to do the little. Actually, no. I know what I can do. We can just do this one slip stitch. You could teach me a granny square? Why can't I get into the. Yeah, anybody who is learning how to crochet, don't get this type of yarn to learn. This is not a beginner's yarn. Don't get anything that's really textured and fluffy. Okay, I can do a granny square with this. Like the basic granny square. I think that's what this is going to have to be. This was not my intention for this yarn. I wanted to do a corner to corner, but I can't work into the chains. I don't like working into the chains with a regular standard type yarn, much less a textured yarn. But the beauty of this yarn is it being thick, it does work up quick. How is that? Alrighty. And I have 4 of these cakes. So I don't know how big this blanket's going to be. Wait a minute. One. How many of those did I do? Obviously, this is going to be a much bigger blanket than a baby blanket. 2, 3. I'm kind of doing this by feel. Let me join that. The joining is the pain. Alrighty. There's my square. This is more of like a turquoise color. On camera, it's showing up more like blue. In person, this is more of a turquoise. Okay. I just know it feels really soft and squishy. Okay, I need to change the frequency of some of those Nightbot commands. Thank you for the finger stretches. This is a good time if anybody else is crafting along with me to finger stretch, to get something to drink. It's self care, that type of stuff. I need to actually stretch my arms too. Great. I'm liking how fast it works up. And they're calling this a worsted weight yarn. I think this would be more of a size 5 than a size 4. Whoops. And I guess if I miss a stitch or something, it's a little forgiving because it's fluffy. I guess I gotta look at it that way. I gotta pull a bunch out of the center. And this is gonna go from this turquoise to the white to the blue. So it's a self striping, I guess you would call this. And of course, I got yarn barf. Oh, this is not going to be fun. Really? What is causing all of this? No, it does not. So that is why I'm not doing a really detailed, involved stitch. Because it's more about the yarn and not the stitch with this. I gotta sit here and deal with this yarn barf. What's going on? It's all getting tangled on itself. Let me take the band off. Maybe that's what most of the stream is. You're going to watch me fight with a ball of yarn. Quality content. Yeah, it would help if I find the end, the outer end, because it's affecting the inner end. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's got to be in this. This might be turning into one of those streams where it's a fiasco. I can't find, unless it's in with all of this, can't find the other end. Lose the, yeah, I think I'm gonna lose. I'm trying here. That's one thing I hate, is having to sit here and battle with the yarn. And I am not cutting. I am not a cutter. I don't cut the yarn. Oh, no, no, no. We do not cut yarn. We do not cut and say screw it and that. Okay, wait, wait, wait. I might have found the end. Maybe it's in here. Yeah, I'm not gonna cut it and then rejoin. I don't like doing that. Not lost the fight with the yarn barf and just cut it and rejoin. No, 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 no. I no. I gets in my head. It's like I have like there's a here. I found the end. I found the end. Now I just got to untangle the end. I got it like in my head. Like oh, I get a little victory over the yarn if I do it without cutting. I know I have issues. I have issues. Okay, I just lost the end, but I know the end is here. Yeah, we're gonna spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes trying to untangle the yarn. I need to have a redeem for an adult beverage after this. It's in here somewhere. It's in here, I promise. Let's try untangling it from that end. Okay, that can be pulled out there. Tequila Sunrise. Yeah. Thing is, we've got the alcohol, but I don't have anything to mix it with, and I can't do alcohol straight up. I can't take shots or no. No, 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 no. We're winning it. Believe it or not, I'm winning this. People tuning in who have never crocheted or knitted see me doing this, and it's probably gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm never gonna do that." I'm. Not, it's gonna put people off the art. At least this doesn't get knotted real easily. I mean, it is knotted, but it's not like it's a total nightmare. I've had worse knots. I haven't even got to the yarn barf yet. This is just the outer um, end. Sometimes you just shake it, it'll come undone. Some are worse than others. 9 out of 10 times the Karen Simply saw. Oh, yeah, yeah. You mentioned that one. That one and the other one that's a pain to work with and the pain to untangle if you have a knot is that damn homespun. Both of those are yarns that I will not go out and purposely purchase. But if somebody happens to, if I like get it as a gift, like in a bunch of stuff, or if it's in a collection from like a seller that's getting rid of their yarn and just random pieces, then yeah, that's fine. But those two are not ones that I'm gonna go out and actively purchase. We're making progress. We are making progress. Okay. Now I think I just knotted it even more. Trying to get the tail through the cake. Yes, on this channel we pull our tails through our cakes. We pull our tails through our cakes. Okay. Got that part of it done. Yeah, I'm in nowhere near to the point of doing more stitching at the moment. So how is everyone else? This might have been a fail of a stream. Can't win them all. Can't win them all. Did I just knot that up even more? Come on. I think I made it worse. I made it worse. That works. Okay, we fixed that part. All I wanted to do was to make a blanket. That's all I wanted to do. Okay. All of that is good. You sit there. Yeah, yeah. This is working. This is working. I'm not progress, but I think I'm winning the battle. I know. I should have had this prepped off stream beforehand. I thought it was ready to go. It was already caked. Already. We got enough to work with for now. I just got to move all this over to the left. Just like Beyonce, everything to the left. Color commentary. He's still working on the turquoise. Yes, I am still working on the turquoise yarn. This is not blue, this is a turquoise. Which some people think turquoise is a blue, some people think it's a green. I don't know what it is. I think it's in between. I did not mean that to rhyme. That was not my intention. Wow. Crafty Cub, the poet. Need something to drink. Unfortunately, this is just iced tea. All right. Where was I? Emily Dickinson just flushed her pearls. Hopefully, this is going to look somewhat all right. When I get done this round, I'll lay it out. There's that song where it knocks on the door. Hopefully everybody can hear the music. Assuming there's a stitch there. Yeah, you can kind of see it's a grainy square. Check this right quick. And if this doesn't turn out, I can always frog it and make something else. Because this stuff is not that difficult to frog. It doesn't mesh together like other yarns similar to this would. Oh, I can take this off of here because this is not the summer lace blanket. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That is what I wanted. Looks like you turn Cookie Monster into a granny square. Actually, years ago, when it was right around the time when I first taught Clay Miko how to crochet. Um, she didn't. She wasn't really experienced in a lot of crochet stitches and a lot of different yarns. And this is during the time when eyelash yarn was everywhere. This is like early 2000s. And all the fun fur and all that type of stuff. Well, she really liked the fun fur, and she wanted me to make her a blanket. I was like, okay. So she kept purchasing the fun fur, and that stuff was not cheap. Well, I told her I can only really work with it if I double it up with a thinner yarn. So we got some real thin, I think it was like a sport weight yarn and like a white. And I crocheted, I think it was all single crochet. And I just crocheted this blanket. And all it was doubling up the eyelash yarn with this thin yarn. It was heavy. It was super. She couldn't use it as a blanket. She ended up using it for a rug, and then I think she ended up giving it to a family member. But when she still had it, we joked around. It looked like somebody skinned a Muppet, and it was like all different colors. It was like a rainbow colored yarn. I mean, it didn't look like a rainbow, but the eyelash yarn had all different colors in it. Yeah, but that thing was super heavy to work with. And this yarn is slippery. It's that, like I said, it's a polyester. And again, if anybody's in here and has any questions about crochet, feel free to ask. I'm more than willing to stop what I'm doing and try to help you try to explain it so you can understand. Yeah, as it is now, I'm doing this by feel and not really by sight. Okay. So again, is anybody else working on anything? I know Fairy Dust, you set a blanket. Can't remember if anybody else said what they were working on. Check this. Should look at this label for this yarn to see if it gives me a project idea, if a blanket idea. already done another round. Yeah, it does work up quick. I don't know how many rounds that I've done. See what this says. In French, I don't know French. Oh, they do give a pattern. For a 1-ball gentle ripple crochet baby blanket. Maybe in this goes into chains. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. I'll stick with this. Ah, come on. Oh no, I think we're going to get to the point we got to deal with yarn barf and frogging, not frogging, and knotting again. Let's see. Yeah, we got to deal with this. That one gets pulled. I guess. That one. Oh, might not be as bad. Maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, I think going on here. The end of the one tail, and now it won't come all the way through. Wrap this on the outside so it stays separate from the inside, and maybe we won't have as much of an issue. All right, we're going to have an ad starting here in about a minute or so. And hopefully I'll untangle the rest of this while we're at ad. So everybody, it's a good time to stretch, get something to drink, use the restroom. I'll be back, hopefully without a total mess. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sitting through the ad break. I fixed my yarn issue and I had to go get something else to drink. So I think we're good with knots and all of that stuff. Nope. Trying to find a comfortable position to sit in. I've got a leg pain issue. Nothing serious. It's just causes me problems at times. So what happens when you get old. a minute. Okay, it's right here. Alrighty, I think we're going to call it an evening. My leg is really bothering me. I need to go and stretch it and lay down for a little bit. We got a start of it. I don't know why it's so bumpy in the middle. But how many rounds was this? Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8 rounds. And 8 rounds. We're a little over 9 inches. About 9 1/4. So, yeah, this will work up real fast. I haven't even gotten to the next color yet. But there are, you can see there's other colors. But yeah, my leg is really, really bothering me. I was planning on streaming longer, but alrighty. Again, thank you everybody who was here. Thanks to Positively Stitch for the raid. I appreciate it. Again, I have a merch store, so everybody check out the merch store. It's a good place to support the channel. Let me check one thing real quick. What are we doing? Let me see something real quick. Yeah. So yeah, check out the merch store if you want to support the channel. It's a good way of doing it, and you get actually something in return. You actually get something that you can use. Check out the YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. All of my streams are, if I can spell, are on the YouTube channel. As soon as I'm done streaming, I upload them unedited. You can watch previous streams. Got about 150 videos over there. Check out my Discord if you want to join the Discord and share any of your works, ask questions. It's a nice little community we have going over there. You can interact with each other off of the Twitch. Words. I'll be on again tomorrow night with temperature blanket. So we're going to work more on the temperature blanket. What else was I going to say? Oh, no, thank you, Pix. I appreciate you being here and appreciate everyone else being here. Again, I would have streamed longer, but it's this nerve pain I have in my leg. It comes and goes. Following some... Yeah, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Fennel and Fiber. I will, like I said, I stream... in October, we stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. We do what we can. Never overextend yourself. Yeah. Normally it doesn't affect me when I'm sitting. It's usually when I'm standing, but lately it's when I'm sitting. It's a sciatica nerve pain. It's something I've dealt with for a while. Alright, we're going to go raid somebody. I need to find someone to raid. I want to see what people are working on right now. We could go to them. We haven't raided them in a while. Let's see what they're working on. I know who we're going to go raid. Alright, so everybody stick around. Oh, stick around for the raid. If you are a follower, anybody who's a follower, that is the raid call for followers here on the Crafty Cub. So copy that raid call if you are a follower. And let me get the command for subs. If anybody is a subscriber, if you're a subscriber, this right here is the raid call for subscribers, the ones with the yarn balls and the flashing all the flashing emotes. That is the subscriber emote. So everybody copy the raid call. We're going to go and raid Carrots Knits. They are a knitting streamer. I think they're still working on, let me spell their name right, on sweaters for Christmas gifts for their family. So everybody, oh, wasn't certain if that worked or not. It worked. So everybody copy the raid calls, go in, wish them a hello, words, say hello to them, follow them. They're a relatively smaller streamer. I'm a smaller streamer, so I mean, I'll raid anybody, but she's pretty cool over there. If you want to learn about knitting, she's, like I said, she's knitting a bunch of sweaters. So everybody stick around for the raid, join the raid. I will talk to you again tomorrow for Temperature Blanket. So everybody have a good evening.